Good evening et bonsoir à tous et à toutes. I'm happy to welcome you to our Award and Recognition Gala 2021. Yoo-hoo! I hope you're excited as we are. I have Dean Jasmine here with me. We're going to have a great night. As you know, probably, I'm Ali Jalali. I'm glad to be your MC for tonight. Before we start, I would, of course, like to pronounce the indigenous affirmation of the University of Ottawa, l'affirmation autochtone de l'Université d'Ottawa. We pay respect to the Algonquin people, who are the traditional guardians of this land. We acknowledge their long-standing relationship with this territory, which remains unceded. We pay respect to all Indigenous people in this region, from all nations across Canada who call Ottawa home. Nous reconnaissons les gardiens des savoirs traditionnels, jeunes et âgés. Nous honorons aussi leurs courageux dirigeants d'hier, d'aujourd'hui et de demain. Over the course of the evening, we will not only recognize our award recipients, but we will also celebrate the faculty's success from the past year and highlight some of key accomplishments. You will learn about many of the exciting new projects and initiatives in store for the faculty. In a moment, Dean Jasmine will share a few of our impressive rankings, but I would like also to share that we did reach a worldwide ranking of 75 when we celebrated our 75th anniversary. Great job, everyone. Excellent. These rankings show that we're not too far from our goal to becoming an excellent university at global level. It's our hope, too, that all staff, faculty, and learners enjoyed a relaxing summer, as we encourage you all to take our Summer of Kindness initiative seriously, and I hope you did. Now more than ever, with the long-lasting pandemic, everyone deserves a break, a chance to have fun, to recharge, and to come back fresh and energized. This is, of course, in line with the faculty prioritization of wellness for all. I now have the pleasure to introduce to you Dean Bernard Jasmin, our Dean, full professor, and a donor of our Faculty of Medicine. Monsieur le Doyen?
Merci, Ali. Good evening, everyone. Bienvenue tout le monde. Ça nous fait grandement plaisir d'être ici avec vous ce soir. Les retrouvailles constituent une occasion unique d'unir le passé au présent et de célébrer l'excellence et notre appartenance à la grande famille de la Faculté de médecine. I'm honored to welcome you to this year's Faculty of Medicine Gala of Excellence, and I'm thrilled to see so many of you virtually in the comfort of your home. Our Faculty of Medicine community is known for being hardworking, high-achieving, ambitious, and determined. It's not surprising, then, that we've set our sights on an exciting new goal, which I'm excited to share with you this evening. La communauté de la Faculté de médecine est reconnue comme étant travaillante, performante, ambitieuse et déterminée. Il n'est donc pas surprenant que nous nous soyons fixés un nouvel objectif stimulant que je suis heureux de partager avec vous ce soir. As you may recall, last year, the faculty celebrated its 75th anniversary and has much to show for its years. We have a solid reputation nationally as well as internationally. And this while pursuing academic excellence and our vision to lead innovation for a healthier world. Et ce, tout en poursuivant l'excellence en médecine et notre vision d'être chef de file en innovation pour un monde en santé. Awards will be given this evening to some of our exceptional faculty members, alumni, and Research Day participants. However, it's extremely important to note that our talented and dedicated staff, residents, students, and postdoctoral fellows are vital to the success of the faculty. This is why there will be additional awards, programs, and recognition events throughout the academic year to give exceptional individuals in various roles across the faculty a time to shine. For now, I would like to thank every one of you, faculty members, alumnus, student, resident, postdoctoral fellow, and staff member for the exceptional leadership and your efforts for making our faculty the top-tier institution it is today. Des prix seront remis ce soir à des personnes exceptionnelles qui sont membres du corps professoral, diplômés et participants à la journée de recherche. Cependant, il convient de souligner toute l'importance de notre personnel, de nos résidents, de nos étudiants et de nos stagiaires postdoctoraux talentueux et dévoués, dont le travail est essentiel au succès de la Faculté de médecine. C'est pourquoi il y aura d'autres programmes de récompense et d'événements de reconnaissance tout au long de l'année universitaire, pour mettre sous les feux de la rampe les personnes exceptionnelles qui occupent des différents rôles au sein de la Faculté de médecine. Pour le moment, j'aimerais remercier tous les membres du corps professoral, les diplômés, les apprenants, les résidents, les stagiaires postdoctoraux et membres du personnel pour leurs efforts hors du commun et leur leadership et pour avoir permis à notre faculté de médecine de devenir l'institution de premier plan qu'elle est aujourd'hui. This year, we have also seen many changes to our faculty's leadership. Tonight, we will recognize the contributions of some of our long-standing chairs and vice deans whose leadership terms have come to an end. We're lucky that all of these outstanding individuals will remain a part of the faculty community, some even taking on new leadership roles. Cette année, nous avons également assisté à de nombreux changements au sein de la direction de la faculté. Ce soir, nous allons reconnaître les contributions de certains de nos directeurs et vice-doyens de longue date dont le mandat se termine. Heureusement, ces personnes exceptionnelles continueront à faire partie de la grande communauté de la faculté de médecine, certains assumant même de nouveaux rôles de direction. So, without further delay, let's start presenting these awards. Dr. Jalali.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Doyen Jasmin. We have many individuals to recognize tonight, and we're pleased to begin by recognizing our outgoing leaders. We're sad that you're leaving, and we wanted just to thank you. Over the last little while, some of our most esteemed leaders have moved on to other challenging ventures. The Faculty of Medicine has been very fortunate to have such capable vice dean and chairs at the helm, and we wish them all the best, whether they continue to grace our halls or work or play further afield. To formally recognize their outstanding leadership, we would like to present a certificate to the following Faculty of Medicine outgoing leaders. These certificates will be presented in alphabetic order. Along with outstanding leadership certificates and aligned with our planetary health initiative, which we will describe a bit later tonight, a tree has been planted in the name of each of these individuals. These trees are all within Canada, and the senior leadership team members will receive a commemorative plaque highlighting the tree location. I will present the awards in the preferred language of the recipient and in alphabetic order. The full biographies can be found in the event portal in both languages. Dr. Kyran Duffy, Chair of Department of Pediatrics. We extend our deepest appreciation to Dr. Duffy for his 10 years of exemplary leadership in the Department of Pediatrics. Over his 2 terms, Dr. Duffy has been instrumental in further strengthening the academic mission of this department. Merci beaucoup. We also warmly welcome Dr. Mona Jabour, Interim Chair of Department of Pediatrics.
I'm truly honored to be the recipient of a Faculty of Medicine Service Recognition Award. It has been a great privilege to have served as Chair Chief of the Department of Pediatrics over the past 10 years. Our department has grown substantially, not only in terms of critical mass, but also in tremendous academic output in both education and research, not to mention tremendous clinical growth during that time. And I'm very proud of this and of all of the members of the Department of Pediatrics. I developed a wonderful relationship with our Dean, Dr. Bernard Jasmin, over this time, and also with all members of the senior leadership team, from whom I learned a great deal. I'm grateful for the camaraderie and collegiality that has developed over time, and very appreciative of this recognition. Thank you. It has been an incredible privilege and honor to have served in this capacity. Merci à tous et à toutes, and stay safe, everyone.
Dr. Melissa Forgey, Vice Dean, Undergraduate Medical Education. Dr. Forgey est hautement respecté pour la direction de notre programme d'études médicales de premier cycle. Nous remercions chaleureusement Dr. Melissa Forgey pour ses 10 années de service. We also welcome Dr. Chuck Su, Interim Vice Dean, Undergraduate Medical Education. Please note that we are also delighted that Dr. Forgey will stay with us as part of the senior leadership team, now as the Senior Vice Dean of Medical Education. Excellent, Dr. Forgey.
Bonsoir à tous. Congratulations to all of the awards recipients. Wow, you're an amazing group of people. Félicitations. I'm sorry we're not meeting in person. J'ai tant de gens à remercier d'avoir eu l'honneur d'occuper le poste de vice-doyen MPC. Firstly, my patients, our patients, whose poise and courage in the face of illness are literally why we're also privileged to be here. Thank you to every single one of the 3,000 teaching faculty who have given up clinic and OR time to teach, ainsi que les 45 membres des opérations qui se consacrent pour offrir les meilleures possibilités d'apprentissage à nos chers étudiants. Thank you to the MD program leadership team. You are the heart and soul of the program. Truly, it's been a dream job, absolutely the best 10 years of my career. Je remercie spécifiquement les doyens Bradwin et Jasmin pour cette formidable occasion. Thank you to my amazing husband and children, each of whom are leaders in their own field and who keep me strong. Merci de me partager avec ma famille des EMPC. Et surtout, merci, chers étudiants. And thank you most of all to my dear students, past and present, for inspiring me every single day. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Thank you. Merci.
Dr. Steve Gilbert, Chair of the Department of Ophthalmology. The Department of Ophthalmology is nationally recognized as a strong department, and this is largely to Dr. Gilbert's outstanding leadership over the last decade. As the first chair and chief of the department, he successfully built strong bonds between the academic and community faculty and set ophthalmology on a great path. We also welcome Dr. David Mayberley, our new chair, Department of Ophthalmology.
Thank you, Dean Jasmine, and to the Faculty of Medicine for this recognition of my efforts as chair of the Department of Ophthalmology for the last 12 years. As with so many things in life, success requires team effort, and all of you at the Faculty of Medicine were so gracious to allow me to grow and develop during extraordinary times. The mentorship and sharing of common issues spanning education and research in the Faculty of Medicine should not be underestimated in helping me navigate the challenges along the way. I only hope that I contributed in some way by providing opinions and dialogue that expanded your understanding of the Department of Ophthalmology and its role within the Faculty of Medicine. Our clinician scientists and learners have lived through an existential threat over the last 18 months, and yet all of you, led by the Dean, have persevered through these challenges that continue to drive forward. This resiliency and dedication to education and research, demonstrated by everyone in the faculty, is something we should all be proud of and will only make our accomplishments yet to come even more cherished. I'll always treasure the friendships, collegiality, and camaraderie of all of you that I've had the pleasure to work with. As I've said many times, I only wish the rank and file had a truer appreciation of the hard work and dedication all of you bring to the table every day. Dr. David Mayberley is our new department chair, and he has already brought forth fresh insights and energy. He is off to a great start. I wish you all the best, and hopefully in the not too distant future, better times for all of us, personally and professionally. Thank you again for this honor.
Dr. John Vigneault, Chair of Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine, à qui nous souhaitons offrir nos plus sincères remerciements et exprimer notre profonde reconnaissance pour ces 10 années de leadership exemplaire et de dévouement dans ce rôle. We also welcome Dr. Vidya Nair, Chair, Department of Pathology and Laboratory Medicine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vino. You people may remember me from my best-selling book and movie, 50 Shades or 50 Slides of Hematoxylin and Eosin, available at all fine retail outlets. Today, I want to talk to you about the future because that is where most of us will spend our time. We have a great future at the Faculty of Medicine. It's a really happy thing to have a gala to celebrate good people and the good things that are going on to the faculty. At the end of my term, I really want to thank the faculty for the opportunity that was given to me in my 11 years as chair of pathology and lab medicine. Firstly, I want to thank the Dean and his leadership team. It's a pleasure to work with such forward-thinking and innovative people, and we are in very good hands as a faculty. I want to thank the Faculty of Medicine support staff who are always there for me whenever I needed some advice or support. Finally, my department members were quite supportive and played a vital role and continue to do so in the faculty. My core lab staff upstairs at Roger Guildon are super, and the core has provided support for the faculty and outside for a long time and continues to do so very well. Finally, thank you to my fellow chairs. It was always nice to have a sympathetic ear and a laugh every once in a while when we all needed it. So, Iker and I thank you, He made all of the decisions during my chairmanship, and that probably explains a lot. And we want to thank you for the opportunity and to talk to you and to have a great gala.
Dr. Mark Walker, Chair of Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, to whom we extend our warmest regards and under whose direction the department has become one of the North America's leaders in its field. Dr. Walker now sits on the executive leadership team as the Vice Dean for Internationalization and Global Health. We also welcome Dr. William Falk, Interim Chair and Professor, Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology.
So thank you very much for this award. I want to say it was a great privilege to be the chair and chief of the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology for the past 7.5 years period. I'm extremely proud of our department. I think we've made great strides ahead in academia, and I look forward to the decades to come. Thank you very much.
Dr. Phil Wells, Chair of the Department of Medicine. We extend our warmest regard and most profound gratitude to Dr. Wells for growing the department's membership, clinical programs, and academic activities over his 12 years of community leadership in the role. We also welcome Dr. Gregory Knoll, Chair of Department of Medicine.
I guess I'd like to start by just saying thank you for the appreciation that you're giving me for the work that I've done over the last 12 years for the Department of Medicine. It's obviously been a great privilege and honor for me to do this job. We have the most outstanding group of people in the Department of Medicine. And I'd like to say in particular that I owe a debt of gratitude to my executive and the different members on my executive over the years, the division heads and the office staff, particularly Tracy and Lisa, Krista, Angela, Tara, and others who have been there with me through thick and thin. The examples of how awesome our group are many, but I'll just pick a few that showed the teamwork and the way that we came together as a department. The first was about halfway through my tenure when we had a difficult problem with the inpatient service and overload on the service. The residents were being overwhelmed on the general internal medicine service, and we came together as a department with all the divisions contributing and coming up with a plan for how we would manage this crisis. Then a few years later, we had another budget crisis, and similarly, everybody came together in a collaborative manner to fix it. And then last, of course, was COVID, where we had outstanding levels of collaboration and collegiality that helped us weather that storm. And on that note, I'd also like to say that the core internal medicine residents have always been outstanding in our department, and we couldn't do what we've done without them. There are a lot of things that we did over the years. The department members embraced a lot of new programs, new accountability frameworks, division head performance surveys, strat planning, and people came together as groups to form teams and come up with new plans to accomplish our goals in the department. Wellness was embraced by our group and led by James Chan and Ed Spilg, EDI, and more recently our clinician teachers program and our Research Plus program. So we did a lot of things. They were all done because we worked as a family. I really felt the department was my family, and we couldn't have worked and achieved the things that we've done without that attitude and without the way that we all work together. And lastly, I'd just like to thank my wife, Laura Hope, who was there with me all this time and put up with my long work hours. So good luck to Greg and the new department head, and good luck to everybody in the department. I'm sure we'll continue to do well, and I'll be around.
New mandates and renewal for all new leaders who joined us in the last year. Congratulations, félicitations. We wish you all a warm welcome to the Faculty of Medicine. Bravo. Thank you all once again for your outstanding leadership over the years. I will now ask Dean Jasmin to mention a few updates on behalf of the Faculty of Medicine. Merci.
Merci, Ali. The Faculty of Medicine is leading the way in educational program development with several exciting new programs soon to be launched. Before we present the Alumni Awards of Distinction, I want to share some updates on these programs. L'École des sciences pharmaceutiques. Nous sommes très heureux d'annoncer que le Sénat de l'Université d'Ottawa a récemment approuvé la création de l'École des sciences pharmaceutiques et que nous espérons donc accueillir notre première cohorte d'étudiants et d'étudiantes dans un nouveau programme de doctorat en pharmacie en français dès septembre 2023. De plus, nous créerons des programmes aux études supérieures en sciences pharmaceutiques et entreprendrons des recherches de pointe en sciences pharmaceutiques et en médicaments. The Faculty of Medicine Center for Innovation in Medical Education. Medical education is undergoing major transformations, including, for example, the transition to competency-based medical education, the growth of technology-assisted education, increased social accountability, and a need to prepare learners for significant and rapid changes in healthcare, such as artificial intelligence and telecare. The mission of the new Center for Innovative Medical Education is to be a world leader in the promotion of excellence in medical education in both languages, to best support educators and learners, and ultimately enhance patient care. In addition, the faculty has been extremely active in program creation and program revitalization, so much so that we have attracted numerous laudatory comments from the central administration of the university for our ingenious efforts. Once again, our faculty leads. And just to give you a few examples, we have in recent months created or are exploring the creation of several new graduate and undergraduate programs, such as an integrated TMM MSc PhD program, a 1+3 expansion of the TMM program, a Master of Applied Sciences in Anatomical Sciences Education, une maîtrise en éducation médicale, et plusieurs nouveaux micro-programmes, ainsi qu'un Master of Public Health online, et finalement, a BSc in Paramedicine. These programs would be great additions to our current top-tier programs with all of our academic programs continuously shining in accreditation cycles. So a big thank you to all who ensure that our learners receive a world-class education. I will now ask Dr. Jalali to present the next category of awards. Ali?
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Doyen. The anatomy one seems very interesting. Lots of hard work there, I think. It is fitting to recognize the accomplishment of our learners even once they move on as alumni and continue to impact the world in so many positive ways. We are proud to honor a few of our outstanding alumni with Faculty of Medicine Alumni Award of Distinction. This year, we have 6 alumni recipients within the 3 award categories. Traditionally, these awards are presented at the Sunday brunch for alumni. However, we have the pleasure of welcoming these recipients to our virtual gala. It's a pleasure to have you here this evening, along with fellow alumni tuning in to watch. These will be presented in preferred language of the awardee. Prix de leadership exceptionnel, Dr. Lynn Pitre, MD 86. Dr. Pitre connaît une carrière remarquable en tant que médecin et pédagogue, dévoué à la cause du français en médecine. Membre actif des affaires francophones et médecin à l'hôpital Montfort, elle a contribué de façon importante au système de santé de l'Ontario et a été l'une des premières préceptrices du programme de résidence en médecine familiale de l'Université d'Ottawa à l'hôpital Montfort, le seul programme du genre en Ontario destiné aux francophones, pour lequel elle a été directrice pendant 22 ans. Bravo. Récipient recorded a brief statement to play as a thank you message.
Alors, écoutez, merci énormément pour le prix de leadership exceptionnel à l'Université d'Ottawa. Je suis tellement émue et touchée par cette reconnaissance. J'ai toujours aimé travailler dans le feu de l'action et contribuer activement dans mon milieu afin d'améliorer les soins de santé. C'est facile d'être un leader quand on croit à la cause et pour moi, la cause, c'est le privilège de prodiguer des soins de qualité de santé en français. Dévouée en ce sens, j'ai eu le plaisir de former plusieurs médecins de famille qui peuvent offrir des soins exemplaires en français maintenant dans leur communauté, tant en Ontario qu'au Canada. Ceci n'aurait pas été possible si la faculté de médecine n'aurait pas cru à l'importance du français en créant son volet francophone il y a plusieurs années et en mettant comme point stratégique la francophonie. Je suis donc entièrement fière de faire partie de cette faculté novatrice et de l'Université d'Ottawa. Un leader ne travaille jamais seul, cependant. Je dois donc souligner tous ceux qui m'ont permis de faire le travail que j'adore tant. Alors, premièrement, mon conjoint et mes 5 enfants qui ont su m'endurer et m'encourager durant tout ce temps-là, mes collègues de mon bureau, les médecins de l'hôpital Montfort, l'administration de l'hôpital Montfort et de l'Institut du savoir Montfort, les affaires francophones, tous les étudiants et les résidents dont j'ai eu la chance de côtoyer au fil des nombreuses années. Je veux aussi remercier le département de médecine familiale qui m'a donné la chance d'être la directrice de programme pendant toutes ces années-là. Et surtout, je voudrais remercier mes patients qui ont accepté de participer à l'éducation de la relève. Sans eux, on n'aurait pas de programme. So thank you very much for this incredible award of exceptional leadership. I am so touched. I will not repeat everything I said, but I would just like to mention that I'm so honored to work at the University of Ottawa in the Faculty of Medicine. I am so grateful to be part of a great institution that shares the mission that I have of providing Francophone medical education at the best. And thank you for the Faculty of Medicine to let me grow as a Francophone physician educational leader. Merci du fond du cœur, ça me touche vraiment beaucoup.
Dr. Ali Azizi, PhD class of 2005. Dr. Azizi is an immunologist who specialized in the field of vaccinology, having obtained his PhD from the Department of Microbiology and Immunology at the University of Ottawa in 2005. For over 11 years, in his role as Sanofi Pasteur, he has led, managed, and contributed to several global vaccine projects from preclinical to end of phase 3 trial. Example, COVID-19, HIV, HSV. In August this year, he joined Health Canada, where he is now reviewing vaccine submissions and working closely with international organizations, including World Health Organization.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Faculty of Medicine at the University of Ottawa for selecting me as a winner of Exceptional Leadership Award. I'm very honored and deeply appreciated. For the past 15 years, I had the opportunity to lead several vaccine projects from preclinical to phase 3 trials. But I was also lucky to have a great team to support me and have my back all the time. One of the lessons I learned is to be fully honest and transparent with your team, doesn't matter what. And remember that excitement is contagious. If you are excited about what you're working on, your team will be excited too. And when people are excited about something, working on it is a treat and privilege. I had many mentors during my career, but I would like to specifically thank my supervisor and co-supervisor at the University of Ottawa, Dr. Francisco Diaz-Mitoma and Dr. Asha Kumar. I also like to thank my family for their love and support. I would like to finish my talk with this quote from John Quincy Adams. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Thank you.
Lifetime Achievement Award. Khosro Adeli, PhD class of 1986. Dr. Adeli is currently the head of clinical biochemistry in the Department of Pediatrics Laboratory Medicine, senior scientist in the molecular medicine program of the Research Institute at the Hospital of Sick Children in Toronto, Canada, and a full professor and vice chair of quality in the Department of Laboratory Medicine and Pathology at the University of Toronto. Dr. Adeli is the principal investigator of Canadian Laboratory Initiative of Pediatric Reference Interval Database, project aimed at the establishment of a laboratory reference interval database for biomarkers of pediatric disease. The Caliper database is now used in hospitals across Canada and around the world to improve diagnosis and monitoring of children with medical concerns.
Hello, everyone. I want to, first of all, thank the University of Ottawa Faculty of Medicine and Alumni Affairs for this great honor. I was very pleasantly surprised when I was informed of this award. It means a lot to me, as University of Ottawa was so instrumental to my education and training. I'm now at the University of Toronto at the Hospital for Sick Children, but both my master's training and PhD training was at the University of Ottawa in the Department of Biochemistry. I want to take this opportunity to say a special thanks to my master's and PhD supervisor, Professor Elimar Althusser. Professor Althusser was so fundamental in my training. He took a chance on me. I arrived as a foreign graduate student to his lab, but he accepted me, he helped me in many ways, and I learned a lot from Elimar, and I want to really thank him for his excellent supervision and oversight of my research program at the University of Ottawa. I also have continued links with the University of Ottawa, both with my old supervisor, but also with colleagues at the University of Ottawa. I was actually invited and gave a presentation in the Department of Biochemistry by Professor Zemeniau, who was the previous chair of the Department of Biochemistry. And so that was just a few years ago. So I've kept links with the university. I'm really pleased to have been approached with this and given this award. I look forward to the celebration evening that's planned, and hopefully meeting many of you. Thank you.
Dr. Noni MacDonald, MD. Dr. Noni MacDonald is a professor of pediatric infectious disease at Dalhousie University and IWK Health Center in Halifax, Canada. Her two current major areas of interest involve global health. The first is vaccine, including vaccine safety, hesitancy, demand, pain, mitigation, education, and policy, especially through her work with the World Health Organization. The second area of interest is micro-research, building capacity and community-focused research in developing countries. She has published over 450 papers and has been long recognized in Canada and internationally as an advocate for children and youth health, as a leader in pediatrics, infectious disease, and global health. She's an elected fellow of the Canadian Academy of Health Sciences and of the Royal Society of Canada. She's an officer of the Order of Canada and a recipient of the Order of Nova Scotia.
Hello. I'm sorry that I'm not able to be with you this evening, even virtually, but my brother's getting married, and I thought that was really important to be there. I am truly honored to receive this Lifetime Achievement Award from the University of Ottawa. The University of Ottawa is really my home. It's where I did my master's degree and my medical degree, and I did my pediatric residency, followed by my infectious disease fellowships at McGill at the University of Rochester, but I don't feel nearly as connected to them. And then my first 20 years in clinical academic practice was in Ottawa at the Children's Hospital and at the University of Ottawa. I grew up there. And for any of you who know me, I'm not very tall. So saying I grew up there is actually really a contradiction. However, I really meant I grew up academically, clinically there. Really, Ottawa nurtured me to become who I have become over the years. They gave me freedom to do the things I needed to do in the research projects that I was working on. I learned so much from so many of the people that were on faculty with me that taught me either as students or afterwards. And I will single out one person who literally changed my life. I had been on faculty for a year and a half, and Dr. Pierre Baudry, who was at that time the chair of the Department of Pediatrics, called me into his office for my annual performance review. And he said to me, Noni, he said, "Are you working full time?" And I said, well, yes, I'm working very full time because there's no other infectious disease specialist in the Ottawa region at that point. It's just me, and I'm doing both the adult and ID pediatric calls and services. I'm working really hard. And he said, I know you are. And despite that, you've written some papers and had some grants. And I want you to know that you're being paid half of what one of the other faculty members who was hired at the same time as you in the Department of Pediatrics, who isn't doing nearly as much as you. So I'm doubling your salary. And I said, whoa, and thank you. And he said, I want you never to negotiate for any new job you're going to get and not know what you're going to be paid compared to what a man is going to be paid to do that job, and never settle for less than what the man is going to be paid. And I have to say that stood me in good stead all the way through after that. And then I've had lots of people who've helped me with my research career, my administration career, supporting me to do lots of things that I hoped would make a difference, both clinically as well as academically, and in the community as well. And it's all of those things that really had their seeds to help me grow came from the University of Ottawa and the Faculty of Medicine.
Rising Star Achievement Award, Dr. Jennifer Watt, MD, class of 2011. Dr. Watt is a geriatrician and clinician scientist at St. Michael's Hospital and an assistant professor in the Department of Medicine at the University of Ottawa. She has 9 first author publications in high-impact medical journal and has received a number of awards for her research, including most recently the 2021 Outstanding Junior Research Manuscript Award from the American Geriatric Society. Since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, she is also supporting evidence-informed and equitable access to virtual care for older adults.
Thank you very much for this Rising Star Award. To receive such an award from the University of Ottawa Faculty of Medicine, my alma mater, is a lovely surprise, and I'm deeply honored. I still have photographs in my mind of the day that I was accepted into medical school and how surreal it felt, let alone receiving an award such as this. Many people have helped me to get where I am today. In particular, I would like to thank my parents who did everything they could to support me and encourage my interest in science, including taking me to science camp as a young girl. They were so proud the day that I was accepted into medical school. I would also like to thank my husband, who, as a family physician himself, is intimately familiar with the challenges of completing medical training, but nonetheless encouraged me to pursue a PhD as opposed to a master's degree when I was weighing the pros and cons of each. And I would also like to thank my supervisor and mentor, Dr. Sharon Strauss, without whom, without everything that she taught me and her support, I would surely not be able to complete the impactful research that I do today or to publish manuscripts in top-tier medical journals. So again, I just want to say how honored I am to receive this award. I hope that my clinical work as a geriatrician and my research as a scientist will truly make a difference in the lives of older Canadians, and I look forward to helping train the next generation of medical and research trainees so that they too can support older adults in aging well. Thank you.
Dr. Michael Fraser, PhD, class of 2006. Dr. Fraser completed his PhD degree in Dr. Benjamin Tsang's laboratory, CMM 2006, followed by postdoctoral training in radiation medicine oncology and prostate cancer genomics in the Princess Margaret Cancer Center in Toronto. In 2021, Dr. Fraser was appointed the inaugural Director Implementation Cancer at Movember Canada. In this role, he works with national and international partners to develop and implement research and clinical trials, funding programs in prostate and testicular cancer.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for this incredible award. Really so unexpected and so wonderful. I had a fantastic experience at the University of Ottawa. My first day as a graduate student at the University of Ottawa was actually the September 11th, 2001. So it was a bit of an auspicious start, but things improved from there, and had just a wonderful time. It's an incredible institution, incredible group of researchers and students and fellows, and just a wonderful time. I'd like to especially thank Ben Tsang, my PhD supervisor, for just wonderful mentorship. Really couldn't have asked for better mentorship to get me started on the right foot as a researcher. Really taught me how to be a scientist, how to be a professional scientist, and just can't thank him enough. A few other people I'd like to thank: Barb Vanderheiden, always great as a committee member, and always someone who challenged me to think more broadly and to think about other explanations for data and for other ways of thinking of things. Just a fantastic again, mentor and now colleague. to everybody who was in the lab with me at the time, provided a supporting role and really helped me to get the most out of my time there. Not just in terms of my research, but in terms of just the overall experience was absolutely wonderful. There's far too many people to thank. So out of respect of not leaving anyone out, I won't name them all, but just a great environment. I'm really just so honored by this award, and thank you to the Faculty of Medicine, to the whole university, and just thank you very much.
Thank you for your tremendous dedication. Un grand merci. Dr. Jasmin will now present an update on research.
Merci, Ali. Sur le plan de la recherche, la Faculté de médecine a enregistré de nombreuses grandes réalisations au cours de la dernière année. First, we continue to generate between 50 to 60% of all research revenues received by the University of Ottawa, making us by far the most research-intensive faculty at the university. Additionally, the past year has seen the faculty maintaining and even growing its commitment and investments in our areas of priorities that include the brain and mind, infection, immunity, and inflammation, cardiovascular and vascular science, and epidemiology, public health, and practice-changing research. Simultaneously, we have been able to invest in our new emerging priorities focused on Indigenous health, medical artificial intelligence, and medical education. Our typical success rate with CHR grant competitions continues to be above the national average, while we continue to attract large infrastructure grants from the Canadian Foundation for Innovation, the latest success being a close to $6 million award to study the brain-heart axis. Our faculty was also successful in becoming home and leading a pan-Canadian network funded by the CHR to track COVID-19 variants. These are only a few examples further attesting as to the excellence of our research activities and highlight our enviable position as a leading research-intensive Faculty of Medicine. Dr. Jalali will now present the next category of awards. Ali?
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Doyen. We are also proud to have so many talented learners who contribute to the innovative and groundbreaking research conducted at the faculty. The following awards recognize some of these individuals who are well underway towards impactful careers in health and medical research. Last week, the Faculty of Medicine hosted its second virtual edition of the Multidisciplinary Research Day. This new and annual event is an excellent opportunity for trainees to showcase their outstanding research, hone their presentation skills, and network with colleagues and faculty. It's our pleasure to present the following awards to the deserving learners. Best Talk, Meilleur Exposé, Symposium A, Faizan Khan, graduate student. Best Talk, Meilleur Exposé, Symposia B, Trina Nguyen, Translational Molecular Medicine. Best Postdoctoral Poster 2021, Shelley Vanderhood. Best Resident Poster, Stephanie Mercier. Best PhD Candidate Poster, Dallas Nygaard. Best Master Students Poster, Kyle Tomorrow. Best Undergraduate MD PhD Student Poster, Patricia Burhunduli. Best Undergraduate Medical Students Poster, Meng Qi Zhang. Best Translational and Molecular Medicine Poster, Stephanie Bogdan. Congratulations et félicitations to all the learners. Dean Jasmin will share an update on additional developing priorities in our faculty.
Merci, Ali. I'm proud to also share with you several growing priorities in our faculty that are designed to strengthen our commitment to social accountability, equity, diversity, and inclusion, as well as wellness. The Office of Social Accountability is committed to working with our community in the mutually beneficial sharing of knowledge and resources. Social accountability is our promise to meet the priority health needs of the community we serve. It is enacted through our education of future health professionals, accomplished through relevant health research, and fostered through community engagement and community-oriented clinical service. Le Bureau d'équité, de diversité et d'inclusion, EDI, est désormais dirigé par sa nouvelle doyenne adjointe, la Dr. Ewu Rabena Simpson. Elle succède à la Dr. Catherine Tsilfidis, qui a récemment terminé un mandat de 10 ans dans ce rôle. Le Bureau d'équité, de diversité et d'inclusion appuie une large gamme de programmes de mentorat dans l'ensemble de la faculté, dont le plus récent est le programme de mentorat de l'Association des étudiants noirs en médecine. Le programme a pour but de sensibiliser la population aux inégalités en matière de santé et de favoriser une inclusion communautaire qui promouvra la réussite scolaire et personnelle d'apprenants noirs. The well-being of the faculty of medicine community continues to be of the highest priority. In the fall of 2020, the Faculty Wellness Program added a second counselor to the support team, and more recently, we created the position of Director of Learner Wellness. In the fall of 2020, the Wellness Program also launched a peer support program for trainees. The peer support program works by improving coping skills and social networks, reduces symptoms, substance abuse, and the need for intensive services. I will now ask Dr. Jalali to present the last category of awards for this evening.
Merci beaucoup. I now have the pleasure of presenting the Faculty of Medicine Awards of Excellence. The Faculty of Medicine is proud to recognize the achievement of its faculty in various areas reflecting the faculty's 5 strategic priorities: education, research, engagement, francophonie, and internationalization and global health. The Faculty of Medicine Awards of Excellence are granted annually to nominees who have earned distinction for themselves and for the university as a result of importance and exceptional characteristic of their work. Stratégie priorité numéro 1, Éducation. Educator of the Year, Prix Clerkship. This year award goes to Dr. Chris Ramanan, Associate Professor in the Department of Innovation in Medical Education. His teaching excellence was quickly recognized by the faculty and resulted in his growing responsibility in the medical program over time. Educator of the Year, Clerkship, Residency, Fellowship, Continuing Education. This year award goes to Dr. Carlos Torres. Dr. Torres is a full professor in Department of Radiology. Dr. Torres is a neuroradiologist who is passionate about teaching and has a strong interest in medical education, which he sees as the dissemination of knowledge in a horizontal rather than vertical or hierarchical way where information can be shared and discussed. Educator of the Year, Basic Science. This year award goes to Keith Wheaton. Dr. Wheaton is a replacement assistant professor in the Department of Biochemistry, Microbiology, and Immunology. Dr. Wheaton has extensive teaching experience and student-centered approach to undergraduate education with a genuine commitment to excellence in university pedagogy that has strengthened the student learning experience. Mentor of the Year, Clinical. This year award goes to Christian Kantz. Dr. Kantz is an assistant professor in the Department of Family Medicine. She is a family physician and clinical expert in women's health whose passionate approach to teaching focuses on coaching and mentorship, as well as advocacy for our learners and the greater community. Mentor of the Year, Basic Sciences. This year award goes to Dr. Adam Rodner. Dr. Rodner is an associate professor in the Department of Biochemistry, Microbiology, and Immunology. He is an experimental and expert in chromosome structure and dynamics. Strategic priority 2, research. Researcher of the Year, Clinical. This year award goes to Mark Clemens. Dr. Clemens is a full professor in Department of Medicine and clinical investigator at the Ottawa Hospital Research Institute. Dr. Clemens is clinical researcher in the field of oncology, primarily focused on the development of pragmatic clinical trials to improve the care of breast cancer patients. He is led and co-founded of the Rethinking Clinical Trials program and has implemented an extremely innovative research program. Researcher of the Year, Biomedical. This year award goes to Dr. Marc-André Langlois. Dr. Langlois is a full professor in the Department of Biochemistry, Microbiology, and Immunology, and Canada Researcher in Molecular Biology and Insect Immunology. Dr. Langlois is a molecular biologist studying the interplay between retrovirus and host immune defense. Researcher of the Year, Public Health and Epidemiology. This year award goes to Beth Potter. Dr. Potter is an associate professor in the School of Epidemiology and Public Health. Dr. Potter is an expert in the complex field of epidemiology of rare diseases. She developed and led the Canadian Inherited Metabolic Disease Research Network. In 2020, Dr. Potter established Inform Rare, a national multi-stakeholder network focused on registering-based randomized trial for rare pediatric diseases. Researcher of the Year, Innovation and Education. This year award goes to Dr. Megan McConnell. Dr. McConnell is an associate professor in the Department of Innovation in Medical Education. Dr. McConnell is a medical educator researcher who has gained national and international recognition for her expertise in pedagogical research and assessment and evaluation research. Early Career Researcher of the Year, Clinical. This year award goes to Peter Tanusupetro. Dr. Tanusupetro is an assistant professor in the Department of Medicine, investigator at the Bruyères Research Institute and the Ottawa Hospital Research Institute. He is a physician who studies the health of vulnerable population. Early Career Research of the Year, Biomedical. This year award goes to Mireille Ouimet. Dr. Ouimet is an assistant professor in the Department of Biochemistry, Microbiology, and Immunology, and scientist at the University of Ottawa Heart Institute. She is an emerging leader in the field of metabolism research. Early Career Researcher of the Year, Public Health and Epidemiology. This year award goes to Amy Su. Dr. Su is a lecturer in the Department of Family Medicine, investigator at the Bruyères Research Institute, and affiliate investigator at the Ottawa Hospital Research Institute, and is the inaugural University of Ottawa Brain and Mind Bruyères Research Institute chair in primary healthcare dementia research. She leads a growing research program focused on health services researchers for aging, palliative, and end-of-life population. Her work has also highlighted the impact of COVID-19 on vulnerable population in long-term care setting. Chercheuse en début de carrière de l'année, Innovation et Éducation. Cette année, le prix est décerné à Dr. Kean Heikal. Dr. Heikal est un chef de file en médecine familiale qui s'engage à promouvoir la santé et le bien-être de ses collègues. Son programme de recherche diversifié et multidisciplinaire porte sur la santé mentale et le mieux-être, en particulier dans le programme d'études médicales de premier cycle. Elle a travaillé à l'élaboration de programmes résilience ainsi qu'à la détermination et à la promotion d'outils et de ressources visant l'amélioration du mieux-être. La Dr. Heikal est professeur adjoint au département de médecine familiale. Publication of the Year, Clinical. This year award is shared between two co-authors, Dr. Stephanie Johnson-Obazaki and Dr. Lisa Colley. Dr. Johnson-Obazaki is an assistant professor and surgical oncologist on the Department of ORL, and Dr. Lisa Colley is an assistant professor and surgical oncologist on the Department of Otolaryngology also. Their paper entitled Salivary Detection of COVID-19, published in the Annals of Internal Medicine 2021, confirmed the feasibility of COVID-19 salivary testing in adults, though neither saliva nor NP swab was perfected in detecting SARS-CoV-2. Second publication of the year, Clinical, goes to Dr. Benjamin Hibbert. Dr. Hibbert is an interventional cardiology and clinician scientist with the University of Ottawa Heart Institute and assistant professor in the Department of Medicine. His New England Journal of Medicine article, Millerian as compared with dobutamine in the treatment of cardiogenic shock 2021 detailed Capital Durham, the first randomized controlled trial of interrupt therapy in cardiogenic shock, comparing the safety and efficacy of millennium and dopamine in patients with this condition. Publication of the year, Biomedical. This year award goes to Simon Chen. Dr. Chen is an assistant professor in the Department of Cellular and Molecular Medicine and Canada Research Chair in Neural Circuit and Behavior. His 2021 article, Delayed Motor Learning in 16p11.2 deletion mouse model of autism, is resuscitated by locus coeruleus activation, published in Nature Neuroscience, explores the delays in motor skills development often reported in autism spectrum disorder. Publication of the year, Public Health and Epidemiology. This year award goes to Dr. Jean-Philippe Chaput. Dr. Chaput is an associate professor in the Department of Pediatrics and senior scientist at the CHIO Research Institute. His article 2022 WHO Guidelines on Physical Activity and Sedentary Behavior for Children and Adolescents aged 5 to 17 years, summary of the evidence, was published in the International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity. Publication of the year, Innovation and Education. This year award goes to Dr. Susan Humphrey-Morto. Dr. Humphrey-Morto is an associate professor in the Department of Medicine, cross-appointment to the Department of Innovation and Medical Education. Dr. Humphrey-Morto's paper, Are Raters Influenced by Prior Information About the Learner? A Review of Assimilation and Contrast Effect in Assessment, was published in Advances in Health Science Education Theory and Practice. Strategic Priority 3, Engagement. Outstanding Service Award, Faculty. This year award goes to Dr. Jean Seeley. Dr. Seeley is a full professor in the Department of Radiology. Dr. Seeley is an academic radiologist who has dedicated her clinical research to improving the effectiveness of early diagnosis of breast cancer and reducing the rate of poor cancer outcome. Award for Leadership in Wellness, Faculty. This year award goes to Dr. Tim Lau. Dr. Lau is an associate professor in the Department of Psychiatry and distinguished teacher in the Faculty of Medicine. Dr. Lau is a physician and serves the director of Joy at Work initiative for the Department of Psychiatry. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he took a leadership role to help calm the anxieties of the public as well as faculty members. Award for Leadership in Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, Faculty. This year award goes to Dr. Vivian Welsh. Dr. Welsh is an associate professor in the School of Epidemiology and Public Health and investigator at the Bruyère Research Institute. She is currently leading a chapter on gender equality and human rights assessment in WHO Guidelines development and a chapter on equity and special populations for the Cochrane Collaboration Handbook. Social Accountability Award, Faculty. This year award goes to Dr. Lynn Leonard. Dr. Leonard is an associate professor in the School of Epidemiology and Public Health. Dr. Lynn Leonard is world leader in the development of harm reduction program for marginalized communities. Her work is targeted toward improving the health of marginalized communities, working directly with communities to develop and evaluate strategies for addressing their self-identified key health concerns. Professionalism Award, Faculty. This year award goes to Giuseppe Pagliarello. Dr. Pagliarello is an assistant professor in the Department of Surgery and head of the Division of General Surgery. He is a great general surgeon, a natural leader, and an exemplary role model. He recognizes that success of our institution relies heavily on our ability to work together as a community of physicians, surgeons, nurses, and allied health professionals, reach across difference and activity cultivated a health work network. Priority stratégie 4, priorité stratégique 4, francophonie. Prix pour la promotion de la francophonie, membre du corps professoral. Cette année, le prix est décerné à Marjorie Pomerleau. Dr Pomerleau est professeure adjointe au département de médecine familiale et directrice du programme de l'unité d'enseignement à Montfort. Elle est pleinement impliquée dans la communauté médicale francophone. Elle siège sur plusieurs comités de la faculté, contribuant à l'amélioration de programmes de formation des résidents en médecine familiale à l'hôpital Montfort et collabore à plusieurs projets de recherche qui contribuent à façonner et influencer l'érudition et les affaires francophones. Priorité stratégique 5, internationalisation et santé mondiale. Prix de l'internationalisation et de la santé mondiale, membre du corps professoral, est décerné à Dr Marie-Hélène Chaumienne. Dr Chaumienne est professeure adjoint au département de médecine familiale et clinicienne chercheuse à l'Institut de savoir Montfort. Dr Chaumienne est une clinicienne chercheuse avec un intérêt particulier pour les inégalités de santé des francophones en situation minoritaire, ainsi que pour la santé maternelle et infantile en Afrique subsaharienne. Dr. Jasmine will now present a few last updates from the faculty. Je vous en prie, Monsieur le Doyen.
Merci, Ali. Before we close the ceremony, I would like to share 2 new and exciting initiatives currently underway at the Faculty of Medicine. The first one is the Center for Indigenous Health Research and Education. The Faculty of Medicine appointed recently a founding director for this new center. We're pleased to welcome Dr. Sarah Funnell, a national leader in Indigenous health, who will guide the faculty as it works alongside Indigenous stakeholders, communities, and health practitioners to develop a vision for a solution-oriented future responsive to local and regional needs and focus on Indigenous health and social priorities. La deuxième est centrée sur la santé planétaire. Alors qu'on estime que le secteur des soins de santé est responsable de 1 à 5 % de l'ensemble des répercussions environnementales, notre faculté de médecine se démarque à titre de leader en santé planétaire pour protéger la santé des populations en créant une nouvelle initiative qui est la première de ce genre pour une faculté de médecine au Canada. La planète est notre patiente. C'est pourquoi la faculté de médecine est très heureuse de nommer le Dr Hussein Molo comme directeur intérimaire de la santé planétaire. Le Dr Molo travaillera à l'élaboration d'un cadre de santé planétaire à la faculté de médecine qui comprend des activités de recherche, des activités d'éducation et de service. Dr. Jalali, I will welcome you to close the award ceremony.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Doyen. I hope that you are all as proud as I am to be part of this faculty. Thank you once again for joining us for this special evening. Let's have virtual rounds of applause for our awardees. Bravo! As we mentioned throughout the evening, it's a very exciting time at the faculty, as we've embarked on many innovative and important projects. Working together, we will continue to exemplify excellence in medicine and to expand our global leadership. All of us, learners, staff, and faculty, play an important role in the faculty community and far beyond. Let us not forget this, and as we work to pursue our individual and collective goals. Along the way, let us also not forget to celebrate our efforts and successes, and those of all the people around us. We may not have all won awards this evening, but we have all accomplished so much this year. Bravo. Une grande félicitations and congratulations to all of you, and I just wanted to thank you again for attending this ceremony. Before we close the award ceremony, a big thank you goes to Dr. Chris Kennedy, the chair of the award committee, and Ms. Melanie Rio for being the key leaders in this award selection and ceremony. I would also like to thank the CPD office, Ms. Catherine Demoulin and Pamela, for always helping us to put these awards together. Greatly appreciated. Un grand merci. A big thank you to all of you and your teams. So we have something fun in store for you next this evening. It's networking salons, and I leave it to technical people to magically send you to wherever you have to go. Miigwech, merci, thank you. Un grand merci à tous. Merci, Monsieur le Doyen. Merci tout le monde. Bonne soirée.
Merci, bonne soirée. Have a good evening. Thank you for all you do.